I got a question. And I just woke up with this on my mind, right? Why? Oh, shit. I'm like, what time is it? What? There's so many texts. Like, no lies, like 50 million texts coming through at one time. Anyway, so I have a question for the men, right? Just a question. There's no need to get all on your BS, right? So this is just out of curiosity, like seriously. And I was just thinking about my own father, right? And me knowing um how my father is, right? Or was, because he passed on. But men can be very harsh with words, right? And for those men that have children, that have young children or young girls, I just wanted to know, because I will never know how it feels to be a man, so I don't know the answer to this, right? But how is it that you can articulate your words better with your daughter, right? Because your daughter she's a small version of a woman. She's a young lady, a little baby girl, right? She's your baby girl. And the way you feel about your baby girl, you find ways to deliver your messages in a way, right, where you're not hurting her feelings, or you're being, you're able to still be, you're able to still say what you need to say, right? But you're not, I'm sorry, y'all. I literally just woke up. But you're not able to, I mean, it's just not, you're not quick to hurt her feelings. You're not quick to say things to hurt her. And I know that they say words can't hurt you. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. Man, that is the worst lie. I mean, that is not true. It's just not true. Because there's words that I've had to detach myself from that were said to me that really, really hurt me, right? And I even attached it to my identity of who I am as a woman. And I just want to know, like, how is it that you do that, right? As a man, like, you have a daughter and then you have women that you love or that you deal with, right? Like, what's the difference in those two dynamics as far as, I mean, of course, we know your daughter is your daughter, right? And you don't have a dealing with her like you would have with a woman that's in your life, right? It's just like even your mom. Like, how do you decipher the difference between the mom, the daughter, and your woman? like the respect levels, right? I feel like as women, right? And I'm not speaking about the women that are disrespectful to men and that just have no respect, right? That bring out certain pieces of of the masculines. Like I understand that there are women out here that are just highly out of pocket, right? And I know I have been out of pocket many times. So I'm not saying I'm a saint. None of this is for that. Like, I don't want anybody to get off task here. I just want to know if we can articulate our words better in a form of respect for our daughter's feelings as masculines, right? Why can't we, and I say we like I'm a masculine, but why can't you do that for the women in your life that you love and want to be with? Because I just was thinking about times that I've been mentally or been abused verbally, and I'm like, would you say that to your daughter? Would you want somebody to say that to your daughter, right? And it's like you're purposely saying these things to me because you want to break me down. You want me to feel less than who I am, obviously, so you can feel better about who you are, about whatever's going on with you, right? And it's, to me, it's just not fair, and I don't think you would want that done to your daughter. And I also believe that a lot of these things that are said to women, even men, because there's women out here that abuse men fully with their words and tear them down. Um, but I'm specifically speaking about men because I'm a woman, and I'm thinking about my father, thinking about the relationships that I've chosen to engage in and give airtime to. It's like I know what I want and what I don't want now. You know what I mean? Because of that. But I would, in a perfect world, I'm like, the same respect that you have for your daughter or your mother, where you would never, because old school men, I call them good fellas. That's like my favorite term for men that are still men, right? They're not demasculated, but very um they're very respectful. Like, very, like, there's so many things that they do not want to like, there's so many parts of them that they don't even want their mother or their wife or their daughter to even see because of the respect. You know what I mean? And because there's so many elements to them, it's like they're men. Men have so many pieces to them. They have so many things that's on their plate. It's very hard being a man, and as women, we should want to make it easier for them, right? We want to be making their life easier in some way, shape, or form. And I've always operated from that space, even when I was a young girl. Like, I was, and my baby's father and all of them, my brother, even my son, like, they could all back me on that, right? Personally, as a young woman, growing up into the woman that I am today, I've never been perfect. I'm not on here saying none of that. But there are things that I know that I do believe in and that I just would do. But I don't even know where I got it from, but I can say that I'm trying to make your life easier, right? But my thing is, why aren't you trying to make my life easier? Why aren't you trying to make me feel like the woman that I should feel like? Why is the respect? Why can't it be there? Like, and I'm asking this because as women, we should know what it is that we're doing to make you do these things or say these things, so that that these things can go away. Because at the end of it, we need you and you need us. And all the women in the world that say they don't need a man, it's out of hurt, it's out of bitterness, it's not true. We need our men. Like, we need you. We need you to step up. We need you to level up. And I talk about shots to Jerry Flowers at Redefined TV is one of my favorite. He delivers God's message like in no way like besides Myra Golden. Like, it's like, I don't know, they changed my life. But I'm shouting out to him because he used the analogy, right, of Lion King one time, and now I always do. And I always compare it to what I'm saying metaphorically about men, and how no matter what is said, no matter what is done, you have a responsibility, just like we do as women. No matter what is happening. Like, think about it. No matter what now. It doesn't matter what. I don't care what is, like, what the scenario is. You're still a woman and you're still a man. And there's a role that needs to be played. Right? And how terrible would it be if we as women ran from our responsibilities as women? And there are women that do it. I'm just saying, but it's like, think about a woman that's not there to do what she's supposed, what you know that she's by nature put here to do, which would be birth children, reproduce, give life, nurture, make a house a home, turn your 10,000 into 20,000, whatever, right? Or take your money and turn it into wealth, generational wealth, or turn it into, like, what if the women don't do that? Do you know how crazy it would be? What if the men don't go get the money? What if the men don't protect? And it's like Nala on Lion King. She said she seen him. She like, bro, I thought you was dead. He like, oh, hey, Nala. But he was embarrassed because he know what he's supposed to be doing. He know that he in the wrong place doing the wrong shit. He knew that. And I'm saying all this to say, I'm not going to make this long, but I'm saying all that to say, right? When you step into your king shoes, when you step into your queen shoes, there's different behaviors. Not only are they required because that's just who you are, but it's just certain things, they don't fit into that scene. Like, they don't fit into that lane. And being disrespectful to your daughters and your mothers, your sisters, and your wives, you have to build them up. They need to be built up. You are the first man that your daughter loves. And you set the tone for the rest of her life, whether you like it or not, as far as her dealings with men, unless she takes responsibility on her own to change that course, to change what she has been accustomed to, if it's negative. And I told my daughter's father that so many times, and I think it just went in one ear and out the other because he was so overwhelmed, right, with so many other things that were happening in his life. But a daughter is a gift. And I know women whom I respect dearly that helped me to change my self-image as a young woman that did not get the nurturing from her father, right? I got a lot of good jewels from my father, right? But he could not give me things that he didn't have. So I'm not mad. I'm not bashing no fathers that can't give their daughters what they. But I'm just on here to change maybe the course of one person's mindset or perception of how this should go. One male, one masculine, because it's a thing that I think is not spoken about enough. And anytime I see a father being a father to his daughter, man, it's like I can't even put into words how good it feels to see that. Like it touches my soul. there's a young man that works inside of the cafe that I work out of, and he is a father. Like, I'm not saying he's perfect because I'm not with him every single day, but his daughter is glued to him. Like, when I say glued to him, like, you know how little people be glued to they mama. Mm-mm. When she don't feel good, she she wants to be with him. She wants to be. I mean, she loves her father. You understand? And I know it's not easy being that man, but when I say it's so worth it, first of all, his daughter is freaking gorgeous, right? Let me get off here, it's too long. But when I watch him with her, you could tell that's not show. That's what he do. That's what he do. And she feels safe with him. She's not gonna grow up without that peace. So therefore, she's not gonna be looking for that in somebody else. She's gonna expect that from somebody else. Just food for thought. Till next time, I wish you guys peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy them all. Have a wonderful day.